Well, welcome back to Grab a Drink with me
Marisol.
and Eliana.
Well, it's
Yeah,
been a minute and we had a
it's
little bit of
been a minute.
some struggles there because you would think this was the first time we were doing this, but it's not.
Yep,
Um, but let's start off with what are you drinking?
I am drinking some HTO. I'm actually
Yum.
drinking the Sweet Zero. Sweet Zero?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the Sweet Zero one. So I love tea, but I also know it could be very sugary. So I like to trick myself and think if I drink the Sweet Zero, that it'll be okay. So that's what I'm drinking.
Okay, well, that's good. Um, I actually got myself a beer, which I don't do often, but here lately, I have really been loving the Michelob Ultra. And then, of course, I add a little beer salt to it, and it's been pretty good. So I have been drinking those. The boys had had those left over, and then we ended up buying some for,
Beer
I think, the
salt.
end of season party or something.
I
Um,
don't think it can get any worse than that digital robot
oh
sounding recording
no,
we did.
that one was super, and it was a really good episode,
It
but super bad the
was.
way it
Oh,
recorded. Ugh, yeah, that was
yeah,
terrible.
yeah,
Okay, so let's do a little weekly rewind. Tell me about your week.
yes. My week has been very chaotic. All good things though. I have some things coming up with work, so I definitely am trying to get myself, I guess, better organized, more structured. I am not that type of person. I'm typically a procrastinator, last minute kind of person,
Yeah.
but I really am trying this year to be on top of things and not let little things fall through the cracks. And then I'm actually going to training next week, so I won't be in the role that I play. But I don't know if you ever like have time off and when you come back, like you have to kind of catch up to what you were previously doing. Well,
Yes.
for me, I have to prep everything before I leave. So the week that I'm out, I got to get everything ready. So that's why it's been a little hectic on my side. We've just had a bunch of things going on, and then I am really trying to push this year to like be in a different position than what I'm currently in. So I'm just kind of, oh, my throat's making little weird noises. I'm just really trying to like keep my head above water and hold it together, but try to get organized at the same time. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But something we did do over the weekend besides work, we went to a little kid-friendly haunted house. It's over in
Oh,
Alamo
fun.
Ranch area. Yeah, so Mijo obviously this year has been really into like and Noah loves it. He loves going to Spirit Halloween, and I swear it feels like we go every weekend. But Mijo's like more into like, okay, these like scary little monster statues that make sounds or pop out at you or whatever, they're not so bad.
Yeah.
So I had somebody tell me about a haunted house and how their kid really enjoyed it. And their kid was actually a lot younger than Mijo. So I was like, oh, let's take him. So it was a blast. He definitely was like a little scared, which was kind of cute, but there
Yeah.
was nothing that like popped out or there was nothing that was like gruesome or anything. It was just kid friendly, but at the
That's
same
my kind of
time,
house.
yeah. Oh, yes, yes. Nothing too scary, but it was cute. So I took some pictures. I'll definitely have to post those. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. So
Aw.
other than that, nothing really. I mean, it's just been busy with work mostly.
Yeah.
What about
Well,
you?
um, you know what? I think it's just there hasn't been anything really that stood out other than end of season football stuff. We finished that. It feels like we've been finishing, but then last weekend we started to go turn in equipment and stuff like that. But it there hasn't been anything that stood out other than it feels like the weekends they go by super fast.
Yeah.
But I got to go see Chloe and I went to see my nephew, and Aiden went with us, and Blake to go see him play football. And then my cousin was there
Oh,
also. So it was nice because it was all of us that were there. And then the next day, they were playing with the high school band, so we went to go see and support and kind of, be loud on the side. So that was nice. It
Cute.
was it was nice to go over there, even though, I mean, I still had to drive like 15 miles, but it's
Yeah.
nothing compared to, what we'd
Yeah.
have to do before. Um, so it's still, we've had some football stuff going on, and that's really about it. But you had mentioned the haunted house. Did you see that they have a haunted car wash?
Yes. And I want to go through it.
You do? Oh my gosh. So
Yes.
I don't know if I could, because I feel like I'd be constrained, and then these people are right there. I don't know.
Yes.
Let me know
Well,
how it is.
yes. Yes, and I will. I probably will end up going because one, my car needs a wash. Side note, I actually hit the dumpster in by my apartment with the back of my car and
uh,
busted my taillight. And I scratched the back. I didn't dent my bumper. I just
yeah.
scratched a little bit. I ran into it. I really thought Noel was like, "You didn't realize where you parked," and I was like, "Dude, I really thought I was the next space over." So I just started backing up, turning, all cool, getting
Yeah.
out of this driveway. Meanwhile, somebody's in the garage, like right next to me, so they're watching this happen. And I just break my tail light. So I don't know if I could go through a car wash with a broken tail light. I mean, I don't know. I probably
Oh,
couldn't. Somebody get that fixed ASAP so that I could go
yeah.
through the car wash. But I think because you're in the car and you can hit the lock button, that they won't get you. So it's just more of like that
I guess,
popping
but you
out.
can't move either. I mean, you're just
True.
there, and they're like coming up. I don't know. I mean, you'll have to let me know how that is, because I was kind of reading on it and watching a
Hmm.
TikTok, I think it was, and
It was cool
it's,
though.
yeah, I mean, it was cool to watch on the TikTok. I don't know about going.
Yeah.
But I think it was like $30, which I guess is fine, because I mean, it's equivalent to going to a haunted house itself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so yeah, so if you do go, you'll have to let me know. I'm gonna have to let the boys know. I think I might have told them about it, but I
Hmm.
don't know if they I sent them the video and stuff. I don't know if they looked at it, because I think that they would like to go through it. I know
Yeah.
Aiden for sure would take his girlfriend and just scare her for sure. But they said the lines are long, so I don't know how
Yes, I
long the wait
have
is.
driven by and I didn't realize what it was at the time.
Mhm.
And then I think I've heard about it not too far after that. And I was like, no wonder there was a long line in that
Oh,
car wash. So random. But yeah,
yeah. All right. Well, you'll have
yeah,
to
it's cute.
let me know if you do go.
I will. I more than likely
So
will.
yeah. Um, let's see. Okay, so in reality news, what was this weekend?
BravoCon.
BravoCon. Yes.
Yes.
Lots of
Um,
celebrities, lots of cool things.
yeah,
I'm just gonna share the one that stood out to me, because it's always such drama with the New Jersey people, but
always.
Joe Gorga like went off, and the question I think was maybe for Melissa. It may be a little bit for both of them, but he went off on that stage for a little bit. And some people, I was reading something, and some people were making comments. He had, I follow him on Instagram, and he had posted
Yeah.
just something, and everybody was like, you were acting really bad, you shouldn't have been like that, you shouldn't have said anything. And it's like, I don't understand why everybody always gets mad at him, but she's terrible. Like,
Hmm.
Teresa says so much stuff, and it always seems to have to be okay.
Yeah. Or
But
accepting. It's okay.
there
It's
you go.
Teresa. Yeah.
Yeah. So but it was cool to see all the different outfits, their little um posts that they were putting on Instagram, the videos, the pictures, and all that. I liked looking at everything, and what everybody's posting about it. So that was pretty neat.
Yes, I do need to see more because I haven't seen that part yet. I think I just watched the first airing of it because I know it took like what, a week long or so. So,
Yeah, I
um,
don't know. It
but
was
yeah,
a little while, yeah.
yeah. So I'm definitely excited to see that.
Mhm.
I would say in well, not sad. I mean, not yeah, sad news. If you really think about it, two people. Well, one. Angela Lansbury.
Oh
If you
yeah.
don't know, she's the voice for Mrs. Potts in Beauty and the Beast. Of course, she's had probably other fabulous roles, but that's one that
Yeah.
sticks out to me. It's just it's a tale as old as time, if we want to be honest.
Well, she was
um,
96. So, I
yes,
mean,
and
she
she
seemed
still
old
was
when I was
performing.
younger.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. But honestly, these people don't age though.
I
When they
can't
look,
hear you.
yes, somebody else did pass, and a classic. When he's a Scottish actor, Robbie Coltrane. I probably am butchering his last name, but he is the actor that played Hagrid in Harry Potter. So that
Yes.
was, and he probably like Lansbury had probably a ton of other roles, but the ones that stick out to me is Mrs. Potts and Hagrid. And Hagrid, I
Yeah.
mean, went through all of the series and was such a like a profound character. So that was
Yeah,
sad to see.
that
But yeah,
was. Well, and I think along with sad, there's so many divorces that have come up that
so
I
many.
don't know, it's like Halloween candy because the one that I saw was Mike and Cynthia Hill. So she's Cynthia Bailey from Housewives of
Hmm.
Atlanta, which I had
Yes.
speculated a little bit, and then sure enough it came out. But and I had kind of gone through her Instagram just to see, when did she stop
Hmm.
wearing her ring? But once she announced it is when I saw her not wearing it. So like at BravoCon, it showed her not wearing
Yeah.
it. So I don't
Well, and that,
know.
and she didn't want to speak on that either. She didn't want to give details, which is true. It's probably fresh. She
Yeah,
doesn't want to give too much about it and respect for the other person, but that was sad to see because I was like, oh my goodness, she finally found somebody that she seemed happy with and that other people were happy about them.
right.
So that was sad.
Yeah.
Um,
The other one, another housewife, real quick, was with which she was kind of weird, anyways. I didn't care for her. Bronwyn and Sean from Real Housewives of Orange County. She's the one who I think a couple
mhm,
years ago came out that she was lesbian, I believe, or something like that. Said
yeah,
that they had an open marriage. She was never going to get divorced, and then comes out that now she filed for divorce. So
yeah.
who knows?
I
Those are the two
could see that
housewives that I
leading that
saw.
way. Yeah, I could see
Yeah.
that leading that way. I think she's from Orange County, not Orange County. Where is she from?
Yes. Yes.
Orange County? Yeah. Yeah, her on the show, I wasn't very she didn't really catch my attention. But I will say that she kind of seemed at towards the end with her kind of being in an open relationship and everything. It just I don't know. I
Yeah.
felt bad for the husband. So but
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, he
Um
went through all that stuff with her drinking a lot, having those drinking issues or being an alcoholic,
mhm,
I guess what it is. So that was just a lot. I don't know. I
yeah,
always felt bad for him because I think she treated him bad and
yeah,
I don't know. Who
yeah.
else?
Who else? Well, we know that Tom Brady is just, we're going to go ahead and put that one down in the books. I don't know if it's official or not, if they're
Right.
filing, but I don't think, she's going to, I don't think not that she wants to stay in the marriage, but she's definitely pretty firm on her or him going back to football and everything and how she feels about it. And then I think he even showed up to some event without her that I had seen. So that was like, oh, that's kind of like
Yes.
something that stands out.
Yep. That
Um,
always does.
yeah. So that was one. And then who else? I think Anthony, who is it? He's from, I can't remember the show. Anthony, I didn't write his
Oh,
name down.
I'll have to look. I know who you're talking about. It was
Anthony something. Well, while
mm,
we think of that,
Anthony
Tia
Anderson.
uh, Anderson, yes.
Yeah.
Anthony Anderson, after what, 20 plus years, like I
22
said, so
years, yeah.
yeah, that's mind blowing to me because my parents have been married for like oof, over 20 for sure. Maybe close to 25, if not over 25. Hopefully she doesn't
I
listen because I
think
can't remember
over
exactly.
25 because if
Yes.
we've been married 24, so they were
Oh,
married
for sure then.
divorced.
Yeah.
So then
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's just hard to see people being married that long, then all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, I mean, I'm sure there's things that worked up to it, but then to
Yeah.
say, okay, well, we're gonna end the marriage. That's just crazy. I think it's
Yeah.
crazy. But yeah, that and then Tia Mowry, she
Yeah.
also came out, I think filed, I don't know who filed for a divorce, but yeah. That
But I
one I
think
was a little
she's,
sad to see.
yeah, I
No,
was
go
gonna say
ahead.
like 14 years or something. It was a long time too.
Yes. Yeah.
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 But have you seen, do you follow her? Um,
Yes,
okay, do
on
you
Instagram.
yes, all her posts on Instagram now, I don't know. I feel like there was something behind all that because all the stuff that she's posting now and being free and, all the different things. So
Yeah.
I was like, eek. All right. Because
Yeah.
it went from we're getting divorced to all of a sudden all these, which I get, you're going to do positive post, but there's something I think behind, there's a lot behind that, I think.
Yeah. And I think when you want, especially being, a public figure, putting that out there, you're gonna have people that have their opinions and wondering and speculating, and her putting it out there. I mean, to each their own, definitely positive vibes, but it makes you kind of wonder what is
Yeah.
truly going on behind closed doors. Especially when it kind of their marriage was kind of presented in a different way. It's like the one that we talked to not too long ago about from oh, I lost my head. Who was it? She played Rory in Gilmore Girls. Like that one that they
Oh,
were
yeah, yeah, yeah,
married.
yeah.
And then but you never knew because her relationship was very, off limits, and talk
Private.
about it, and yeah, very private. So yeah, I don't know. It's crazy to see because it just feels like it's being announced divorce after divorce after divorce. And I was telling you earlier, it's kind of like how well, the holidays are around the corner, so it's
Yes.
just almost easier to like be divorced or something. I don't know. It's super
Before,
weird.
yeah, especially like
Yeah.
during Valentine's. Also, we'll
Yes.
see some more in like January probably.
I honestly feel like we would. That's crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot. The other, well, not divorce, but Billy Ray Cyrus. Not this is not a divorce, but Billy Ray Cyrus. It came out that they think he's engaged to his girlfriend. Her name is Fire Rose. She's really pretty, and she had this round solitaire, super pretty, huge. They didn't say anything. They just take a bunch of pictures, and her hand is
Yeah.
just right there. So um I don't know, i I thought they only had maybe 3 kids, 4 kids, but they have a lot of kids.
Mm,
I didn't realize that.
really? Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So that one, um Teen Mom.
Yes. Oh, Teen Mom. Leah from Teen Mom. Well, now it's called Next Chapter.
Yeah.
Um, she moved in with her fiance, and now they announced that they are no longer a couple, and they'll be going their separate ways. I am so sad to see that, but I kind of thought something, and I guess like everybody watching the show, something was a little fishy when his name was just on the house and her wasn't included, and then she kind of had to defend that and was like, "Well, at any point I could put my name on the house too. That's not like a big deal." And I don't know. I was like, I remember we talked about it, and I was so hopeful for their relationship,
Right.
but then this happened, and I was like, oh man, I kind of almost like saw it coming too.
Yeah.
So,
But the girls were so excited because I do remember watching a
yes.
video when they were going to go to their new house, and she looked happy. I know she was a little what do you call it, reserved about
Hmm.
fully letting her guard down at the beginning. So I don't know what happened. We'll see.
Yeah.
Hopefully she finds somebody that she stays with,
Yeah.
because that would be her
Yeah.
third guy. So we'll see.
We'll see how it plays
Um
out for her.
yes. All right, new movies coming out. There's a lot of different new movies coming
Yes.
out.
So obviously Hocus Pocus dropped on the
Mhm.
30th. That was amazing. Also, oh, there was another one that we were saying.
Black Adam comes out this week.
Black Black Adam's coming out this week. I've
Hmm.
heard so far that it's supposed to be really good. Like there's good kind of, what is it called? Just good, like people are excited about it. People are talking about it. So that's good to see. Black Panther, what is it called? Wakanda Forever comes out. And I also
Yes.
hear about that. People are excited to see that too.
Yeah.
So some
And
good
then
movies.
Halloween Ends just came out
Yes.
also. I'm not,
Mm-hmm.
again, I'm not a scary movie person, scary anything. But
It
I
wasn't
did,
scary.
no, it wasn't. We ended up watching
It
it
wasn't
and
scary.
I was like, really? So, yeah, that was it. We watched it and then they're like, okay. And the boys were like, okay, that was dumb. So
Yeah.
it was kind of dumb. Um, okay, so some shows that I've been watching, of course. So I watched Sister Wives and the one leaving Christine, I feel like it's just on and on and on.
Mm-hmm.
Leave. You're already leaving. You said you're gonna leave. Like, leave.
Go.
Yes, I'm like, that's all it is. And he's just, ugh, he won't let it go. And he's like, she didn't
Yeah.
tell me. And she didn't, well, you also said you didn't want to be with her. So I
Yeah.
don't know. Um, and then my 90 days that I watched, it's kind of the same thing. It's kind of been dragging on a little bit. Um, Big Ed and his fiance, I don't even know if they really still are together or not because it ended with him telling her to leave. She took her $13,000 engagement ring and left it, but it fell into the bushes and she kept walking. I'm thinking producers are going to be like going through it and helping her find it because she's
Yeah.
drunk and whatever. And I don't think so because he asked, "Where's the ring?" And he said, "You probably left it somewhere." And she says, "Yeah, it's probably in a bush somewhere." And his eyes were like, ugh. So,
What?
yeah, I don't know if that is true. I didn't fully watch all of my Bling Empire the next season.
Hmm.
I did get to watch probably about half of them, and I really like it. But I'm super excited because Family Karma season 3 is coming out November 6th. So if you haven't watched that, that's really good. They're in Florida, Indian families,
Oh
super
yeah.
fun. I like
Hmm.
them. What else? What do you
Yeah.
have?
Well, Teen Mom Next Chapter. I do like it because it kind of brings all the moms together.
Yeah.
I am sad that Kale didn't come on or isn't continuing anymore.
Yeah.
Um, but I think it's okay. I mean, I definitely think it's still engaging to watch and everything. So I get excited when the shows pop up and everything. And I think tonight, if I'm correct, I might be wrong, but I think tonight it was supposed to air. So I'm gonna have to watch it tomorrow. I'm always like a miss it when it actually airs and watches it the next day. And then
Always, yeah.
Southern Charm, yeah, Southern Charm. They just did their reunion. I love Southern Charm. I don't know what I love about it. It's really like honestly feels like very toxic to watch, to be honest with you, but I love it. So
Yes.
their reunion,
Because it's
um,
drama. That's why.
it's all the time drama,
Yes.
all the time. But a spin-off, I feel like a spin-off, I don't know if it truly is, but Winter House, where they get other casts from other shows and Southern Charm, they're doing Winter House. So I ended Southern Charm and I jumped onto Winter House. So I'm current with those two.
Yeah.
And then Amazing Race with Mihal, we
Oh, yeah.
definitely have been watching that and keeping up with it. And both of our teams are still, they're kind of neck and neck. I have a twin team like last year or last
Uh-huh.
season, and he has a brother team. So, and they're the leading teams. So thankfully, we're kind of neck and neck, but we kind of cheer each other on. It's odd, but he's like,
Aw.
"Yeah, your team's almost there. Oh, they finished that challenge, or oh, they're on to the next roadblock or whatever it
Yeah.
is." So it's cute.
I
So
like
yeah, that's what I
watching
have for
those.
shows. Yeah, I like it because they're just they're kid friendly to
Right.
watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So I think we watched a little bit of Survivor. I didn't realize Survivor was still on, but we watched a little bit of Survivor today. I like watching those kind of shows.
Yeah,
They're
I like
good.
competitions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. All right. So I wanted to bring up a little bit that I had done a little poll on our Instagram, and I can't even remember exactly what I said, but it was, what are some things, maybe some simple things that you can do to make your wife happy? I think it was.
Mhm.
So, wife, partner, whatever it is. Some of the things that we got, which were good.
Mhm.
Flowers. I'm a big flower person too, like just flowers out of the blue. My son does that all the time. He'll come, like if he comes home late from work, he'll hear mom, or he'll just leave them on the table, I
Yeah.
love you. And I love that. So flowers. Another one was behave himself and dates, lots of dates. Dates are
Yeah.
important. I think so.
Yeah.
Just to get that one-on-one time, just whatever kind of
Yeah.
date that may be.
Especially if
Um,
you have kids, that's harder, finding that one-on-one time. And then on top of that, not talking about the kids.
yeah.
Like kind of reconnecting with you're like, no, that doesn't
No.
happen. We talk about the kids.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, true. I think
Um,
I saw washing dishes was one too. And I was, you know, yes and no.
right.
Because for me, it has to be done a certain way. And I think we've talked about this before.
100%. Yep.
Or even loading the dishwasher. Like it has to be loaded. And I'm always free. I think this is kind of common sense. The cups go on top, the
Right.
plates and bowls go on bottom.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and when I see bowls on top, I'm like, I don't think they go there. Like, no, the spaces on the bottom are bigger for them. So
Yes.
it just kind of irks me. And I'm like, you know what? I've got it. It's okay. No worries.
I'll
But you
go
know
and
what?
rearrange. Yes.
Yeah, what I do like is like vacuuming because we have a German Shepherd and he sheds. And so I do like the
Yes.
vacuuming under the furniture and stuff or sweeping. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate, killing small bugs and stuff. I personally do
Yes.
think that is a man's job. If I have to do it, I'll do it. But
Yes.
when it comes
I
to that, I
won't.
think that's something, yeah. Well, if it's just me and I'm like, okay, I got to do it. But if he's around, I'm like, can you get that? And
Hmm.
he's always willing to do that. So that's something
Yeah.
that sticks out for me. But yeah, I saw washing dishes was one, and I was like, yes, but
I
no.
think for me, and you're right, because I think help me, but like help, I'll sit here and I'll wash, just bring everything and clean out the
Hmm.
tables and do all that. So that's my helping with the
Hmm.
dishes.
Yeah, yeah. He goes
um,
around and he'll wipe the countertops, and I'm like, thank you, I appreciate that.
yes, because then I could just wash dishes and then the rest is done.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
One of the other ones that somebody said, and I love this one because I've preached this one over and over, was get her favorite candy and drink from QT on the way home so she knows he was thinking of her. I always tell him that because I do that for everybody all the time. If I go to
Hmm.
the store, whether it be the grocery store, the convenience store, whatever store it is, it's, just that little, it's not, how much it was just to let him know that I
The
know what
thought.
you like, I'm thinking of
Hmm.
you, um,
Hmm.
whatever little snack. So I do like that. Listen to her. That's just encumbrance of everything, right? What is it that she wants? What is it that she needs? What is it? Just
Yeah,
that's a lot.
yeah.
What else? Take initiative, cooking dinner, starting a load of laundry, projects, etc. I like taking initiative. I always tell that to the kids, like take initiative. Like if you see something, if you
Hmm.
see the trash is overflowing or it's full, take it out. If you see this,
Hmm.
help, if you see me doing something, hey, can I help you? Something like that. So
Hmm.
that one was good.
Yeah. It's so funny you
Um,
mention that because that's the one thing I do notice that Noel will do. If he sees me starting to move around, what can I help with? And I'm like, and even though I'm in that moment, I'm like, well, can't you see me? Like, you don't see the stuff to help with.
yeah,
And then I think, you know what? What man actually says, because not a lot will stop in the middle of a baseball game, a football game, and
right.
that's the time I happen to be cleaning.
Exactly.
Will stop in the middle of that and be like, what can I help you with? And
Yep.
so that I appreciate. Or like for me personally, I appreciate the little text through the day. That definitely gets me through the day. Like he'll randomly text me like, "Oh, I miss you. I hope you're having a good day," or whatever. And I'm just like, that's really sweet because at the end of the day to know like you had said the little treats and stuff, are nice. Just a thought, like you're thinking of
Yeah.
me, you miss me, even though we're not in that honeymoon phase anymore. But
Right.
like those little things, it's nice to know that you're being missed or somebody's thinking about you, especially if you're significant other kind of thing. But yeah, it's cute.
Yeah, no, that one's good. I like that. Just those little messages. However it
Hmm.
is, just know that you're thinking of me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the last one, show her you love her, not just say it. Take initiative. Buy her favorite drink, snacks, flowers. So that was kind of encumbrance of all the other ones too. So I thought that was good. It was nice. Yeah. So, anyways, that was good. So maybe we can come up with something else to be able to talk about or whatever. I know we've talked about it before, but maybe something else that one seemed to be a hot topic for people
Hmm.
because I know not everybody on there is married that responded. So
Yeah.
so that's good. What else? What else you got?
No, that's pretty much it. I said
Yeah, because we've got Halloween
the
coming
ones
up here
that
pretty soon in
yes.
well, yeah, like 2 weeks, less than two
Yeah.
weeks already. 2 weekends left.
Yes. It's gonna be busy. Actually, this weekend we are going to go see Post Malone. I
Oh,
am so freaking pumped. I'm so excited.
yeah.
But yeah, and then I definitely want to do off topic, but I want to carve pumpkins. So I need to go to a
Oh,
pumpkin patch and get some
yeah.
pumpkins.
Yeah. Aiden and his girlfriend did that. I want to say a couple weekends ago. She was gone this weekend, so a couple weekends ago. And I will say he's such a good sport when it comes to different ideas that she's got, because she loves to just do stuff like,
Hmm.
not just going out, but she likes to do little projects with him. And he's such a good sport. Like when they painted,
Hmm.
she bought boards and paint and all this and that. And she's like, okay, let's paint. And they sat here in the living room and just kind of painted different things. And he was such a good
Yeah,
sport and painted. They went and did those pumpkins, and they took pictures and whatever. So that was
cute.
cute. But I think we'll probably do, which it feels like it's like hurry because the time is
Yeah,
ending. So we'll
yeah,
probably have to do pumpkins this weekend, um, and kind of see what everybody comes up with or see who wants to do it.
yeah,
Blake will do it. And probably Chloe. So we'll
yeah,
see the boys and see who wants to
yeah.
do that. Did you go to the corn maze after all?
No, no. Did I say I was gonna go?
Well, I think you had
I probably
mentioned that
did.
there was a possibility that you were going to go with your friends or something, and so I kept meaning to ask you if you were going to go.
You're correct. So actually, it was supposed to be this weekend. My friend was having her daughter's birthday. She usually does the corn maze, and so I was excited. It's in Hondo.
Oh, okay.
But change of plans because I remembered there's so many things. I remembered we're supposed to go see Post Malone. So I can't do her birthday. And then my other friend invited me to her daughter's family get together for her birthday. And I was like, oh, like I feel so bad because I already have something planned and something great that I can't miss. So
Yeah, no, but
so
that's
yeah.
okay. Yeah.
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 So I don't think we'll make it to the corn maze this year just because excuse me, like you said, time is just like really escaping us and
Yeah.
things are kind of rushed and everything. And but yeah, I need to get to a pumpkin patch so we can carve pumpkins because it's kind of cute. I don't know if you've seen I think it was last year, maybe the year before, the reel where a couple would carve a pumpkin and then they would put it on and take pictures, like the pumpkin face.
Oh,
I I asked Noel, I was like, "Would you do this?" And he's like, "Yeah, I would. Could I?" And then he's like, "But could I make the pumpkin like creepy? Like, could I make a scary face on it?" And I was like, "I guess." Like, but I was kind of cute. Like, you're agreeing to do something like where you have to take pictures, obviously.
so he's meeting you
So
50
yeah,
50 then.
he really is.
That's
I
good.
wouldn't be surprised to see how this pumpkin turns out. But I think it'd be cute. Me, him, and me will do it. It'd be a cute little photo shoot. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Hopefully that will happen. Cross our fingers.
Yeah. You know where I saw Home Depot has pumpkins and they were actually really good price. I had
Yeah.
to go in there for who knows what. And I saw a huge display of them inside. And I thought, I
Yeah.
didn't know that they had pumpkins.
Yeah.
Maybe I never paid
Cool.
attention. But I mean, they always have all the different decorations, which is super cool because they've got like huge, huge blow ups and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that's pretty neat. But and then all the Christmas stuff is out also. Um,
Yes. It's already
it's
here.
so annoying. Yes,
It
because
really is. You
and I
can
know you've mentioned that before too, that
Mhm.
it's like, okay, that was just like the beginning of October, already Christmas. Well, let us get through Halloween and then
Yeah.
Thanksgiving and then Christmas.
Yeah. Let us actually celebrate the holidays when they occur, not beforehand, because now I have to rush out and get the stuff that I see before it's gone.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Yeah.
and
And
then
then I
I'm just
was,
storing it. I hate
yeah,
that. I will literally buy it and just store it till the time comes to actually put it up.
right. Just so you
Bothers
can
me.
have it. Yes.
Bothers. Yeah,
Yep,
because I don't want to be
exactly.
without.
And it's terrible because I have no fall stuff out. Like, other than changing the Scentsy warmers, I don't have fall stuff out. Like, we cleaned the barn this past weekend, or at least half of it. But I didn't take anything out. And that's kind of why I agreed to do it, because I thought, okay, because my son's going with me. So that means I'll have him move boxes. I can get some decorations out. Because to
Yeah.
him, he's like, why are you going to decorate? You've got to put it up here in a couple weeks. So, like, it's
Ugh.
pointless. And I'm like, I know, but I want to be able to put all this up. And so whatever. So I need to just like start getting the Christmas stuff to where
Mhm.
I'm going to be able to easily get
Yeah.
it out. And then I'll probably put up my Christmas tree early. And so I have to start thinking of all that.
Yeah.
But I have no Halloween decorations up. I have no fall stuff, nothing.
Well, you still
So
have November, technically. But then if
yeah,
you decorate early for Christmas, you have like half of November,
yeah,
if that makes sense. Yeah.
yes. Yeah, because I was looking and I'm like, there's 5 paychecks left before Christmas. Like, okay,
I do
that's
the
like
same.
not very many.
Yeah.
Like, not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think even so, one, two, three, three before Thanksgiving. Well, technically, the third one lands like the week of Thanksgiving. So, two.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's coming too fast. So,
Way too
anyways, all
fast.
right. Well, we'll see. We've got almost the end of the year coming up already, so we can come up with some fun stuff and then kind of go from there. But that's
Yes.
it from us. And hopefully, with the next one, we can do in person, maybe, because I
Yes.
have a fall drink that I want to try, but I want to try it with you. So
Okay.
I'll have
I'll
to,
be there.
yeah. So we'll have to do that so that we can be together on the next one. But
Sounds
that's it
good.
from us. So we will talk to you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.